Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here to the start of this week's Fan Fridays, and it's actually on a Friday this time, so we have an OP Toxtricity Strategy submission from Piplup. Let's go and see how this one ends up playing out in a double battle. The opponent with the Failings Grimmsnarl, they want to go for that hard sweep, but Toxtricity Whimsicott, I guess it's going to be better, or else we probably wouldn't have seen this as a submission. So Whimsicott coming in with the Tailwind, that is going to create a lot of problems. Grimmsnarl with the light screen. Yeah, that makes sense against Toxtricity, so trying to make the Phalanx as tanky as possible. Overdrive, though, for the big damage, and that is going to be the Throat Spray activation, but no retreat makes Phalanx just a beefy boy. It's going to be interesting, because you gotta remember that in doubles, Light Screen only reduces damage by 33% instead of 50%, so that wasn't going to be a one-hit KO on the Overdrive, but it was split damage, but we do have Helping Hand, and the Helping Hand is probably going to be enough. Oh, that's fancy. Boom Burst. So, Boom Burst, going to be enough to take out Grimmsnarl and Phalanx with the Helping Hand. Charty Berry, because there's no super effective normal type move, just kind of splashes on. Have I ever... Wait. Have we ever seen Charty Berry in Fan Fridays? Has anyone ever seen Charty Berry ever? Because that's the only reason Whimsicott's live right now, for more Helping Hand support. And the Charty... And, like, the thing is, you needed Boom Burst right there to do enough damage, potentially, to the Phalanx, since it got that extra damage buff from the special defense. Now the opponent brings in Gigantamax Corviknight. Interesting. And Wailord is just dead anyway to the Overdrive. So there's a lot of stuff that is going on right now. Boom Burst is actually more damage than Overdrive when used by Toxtricity. Helping Hand is going to be massive, but Corviknight's tanky. And it's Dynamaxed. And there's Light Screen. So, would have been enough to KO without Light Screen, without Dynamax, or Gigantamax, and then that's going to be the Wind Rage. But that doesn't really do anything. And the battle was canceled. Alright, so yeah, I saw an 8-minute submission, but with how that first, like, that was almost a 3-turn win. That was like a 4-turn win into a cancel or something. So but I was like, oh, this isn't an 8-minute battle, this is just multiple Toxtricity Sweeps. Cool. But quickly before we get into the next battle, I want to get everyone on the same page because Boom Burst being more damage than the Overdrive might be a little fancy for some of y'all. But if you've been watching the Verlisify Battle Academy, you would know what's up because same type attack boost, that's only going to be 50% more damage. So 120 power, and then 140 power, and then Punk Rock, and then just massive damage boosting from there. But the reason why I don't lead Boom Burst is because, one, it hurts your ally, and two, it kind of gives away the strategy. Overdrive Boom Burst just seems to be like the ultimate double tap, and then you're set up, and then things get pretty crazy. So, Helping Hand on the higher damage Boom Burst, on the higher damage Punk Rock, just gives the ridiculous amount of damage that we ended up seeing. So, that's going to be Nerth's submission for the next Fan Fridays. Where did this one go? There we go. Alright, so OP Toxtricity Strategy, take 2. You can actually skip through a little bit of this. And there's our Toxtricity Whimsicott. Ooh! Rotom Wash Cinderace. I don't think it's going to go well for the opponent. We're going to see how the Cinderace handles an Overdrive without a Light Screen. Solid damage. Actually, Phalanx is super frail before it gets set up, so that's about expected. And then Cinderace with the Pyro Ball. Alright. Whimsicott's not going to like that, for sure. But Tailwind doesn't matter. And when you look at the damage, it's like Toxtricity did a KO's worth of damage. But Rotom, oh, no. No, PSA! PSA! Sound moves bypass sub! The opponent doesn't know. You cannot set up a sub when Toxtricity is on the field. And Rotom avoids, but it doesn't matter, and then Cinderace goes down, because now we have a Tailwind. That's just too much damage. There's just too much damage in the game right now, because we have a Tailwind-boosted Excadrill. And now it's a single damage on the Rotom as well. So Excadrill is super fast, doing Rock Slide on both opponents. And then Toxtricity is hitting Boom Burst and Overdrive. Let's see what happens with this Hatterene, though, and the Orbeetle. Dynamax comes into play. Gotta happen. What do we got? Ooh. Was not expecting the Gigantamax Orbeetle. I thought it was gonna be like Hatterene, big damage, psychic terrain set, but this could be like trying to bring it back into a Trick Room or something. X Scissor on the Hatterene, I guess that's an option. And then the Boom Burst. All right, Hatterene's gone, just like that. And with a Steel-type sweeper Pokemon like the Excadrill, doesn't really care about the Boom Burst too much, and the opponent should be dead from the Tailwind anyways. So using the Gravitas, woo, Toxtricity taking the big hit. Gravity being set, which I think is really cool. And somehow, Toxtricity survives. So, Orbeetle's damage, yikes. And then we just see all that damage and it's over. And that is how you snowball on people in the free battle spot. Let's go. Is that it? All right, I guess we just get 3 quick sweeps like that. Another Rotom and a Mimikyu. So Whimsicott with the taunts. Alright, that's fancy. It's kind of a tough call, because like, yeah, Mimikyu setting up Swords Dance in doubles gets scary, but it doesn't always do that. And I wish Disguise kind of worked like sub to where you can like soundproof through it, but then Mimikyu's signature thing kind of goes away, but Mimikyu's kind of strong anyways. So that's just Overdrive. We got Rotom, we got Mimikyu damage down. Throat Spray, like that's, ooh, Trick Room. Oh. I guess I haven't been playing enough doubles. I forgot that you use Mimikyu as like a guaranteed Trick Room, so that's what the taunt's for, not for the Swords Dance. The only 2 Mimikyu I've seen in doubles went for like the immediate Swords Dance, and I got concerned. But that's gonna be Rotom going down, and Mimikyu's gonna throw out the play rough. Doesn't really have anything to do though. Whimsicott takes some damage, but it's tanky. That's a Life Orb anyways. Togekiss coming in. I don't think you want to set a Trick Room while you have a Togekiss like that. Unless it's Tank Togekiss, and it's supposed to do some shenanigans. But now Toxtricity is going to do tons of damage to that. Dynamax, though, is a super effective hit. It's going to be wild. If Overdrive is enough to KO Togekiss while in Dynamax, it's split damage, but there's going to be a helping hand. It's going to be wild. And then Mimikyu just goes down anyways. Close. But still pretty much over. Oh. Yeah, that's like Tank Togekiss. Then why is he Dynamaxing? And that's just a little Citrus Berry healing. I think it's going to matter, guys. So Max Flare onto the Whimsicott. At least he wasn't like showing the Airstream after Trick Room. Or if Trick Room fails, having like the Airstream backup is interesting. That just got shut down, and then Toxtricity just like does too much damage to everything. And there's a Togekiss in back. I like it. Snorlax coming in. Snorlax is tanky against special attacks. So the Air Slash isn't too crazy. That was a crit. Jeez. No helping hand boosting, split damage. Snorlax still taking like 50% on an Overdrive though. Is kind of nutty. Togekiss goes down, and the opponent has absolutely nothing to do. Ooh. It's going to be Gluttony Wikiberry? Papa Berry, same thing. And then Snorlax with the Earthquake. Doesn't affect Togekiss. So Toxtricity's going to take it. Toxtricity just manages to survive. And another battle cancel. Cool. And do we have Battle Team at the end? No, we do not. We just got the 3 sweeps like that from Patrick. I think that was some pretty cool stuff. I'm just trying to, like, it's so straightforward, yet we haven't seen it. Because everyone else is worrying about, like, all kinds of other setups and all kinds of other things. Prankster, super common. We see Rotom still being common. But Toxtricity is one of the scariest Pokemon in the game when it comes to damage. You just don't get to see it work too much. Because that 75 speed does hold it back. But then I'm guessing something like this. Maybe even Modest Nature, since we got that Tailwind for the insane speed boosting. And then 114 special attack, getting so much multiplicative damage on like high base power into the helping hand. Throat Spray is free. Like once a Toxtricity gets a Throat Spray, it becomes the ultimate tank busting Pokemon. Like this thing is a massive wall breaker, but if you put speed into it, then it just breaks everything. And that makes Toxtricity pretty successful. So yeah, it's straightforward. Honestly, when I first saw that, I'm like, am I gonna feature it's just Toxtricity under Tailwind for Fan Fridays? You know, it doesn't take that much special things to do, but the rest of it is actually really cool. I like the Boom Burst tech into the Charty Berry. We just don't see that ever. Just Charty has damage taken from. Wait, did I read that wrong? 1 second. Chillin' Berry. That's what it is. See, you don't see this berry so much. I didn't even read the text, so let's watch this. Yeah, it just kind of like went by and I saw CH. I'm like, Charty. That's the first thing that lit up in my brain. So, Chillin' Berry. Just has damage from normal type attack. So, that was like the really cool tech, and it was needed because Whimsicott survived for the Helping Hand, and then it was actually enough to take out the Grimmsnarl behind Light Screen and the already set up Phalanx. So, hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.